Live from Fox 56 Sports, this is Home Team Friday Nights, sponsored by Jets Pizza.
The second to last week of the regular season gave us some fantastic games, and we have a fantastic show for all of you watching here on Home Team Friday Nights. Michael Epps and Jordan Adams. Jordan, second to last week of the regular season.
I was going to say, man, it flew by fast.
It flew by, and that also means it's probably starting to get chilly. But
yeah,
man,
just a little bit.
I think we hit a record high,
Right.
tied a record. I think our one of our favorite meteorologists, Justin Esserly, with the Weather Authority forecast, I think he said that we tied a record high, which is impressive here in this late. I loved it, man. I had a T-shirt on.
I had a T-shirt on as well. It was a little bit hotter, but it slowly cools down as that sun goes down.
Colby, I know you were hanging out there in Frankfurt. You had a fantastic game between a Class 4A powerhouse and a rival that's trying to become a powerhouse this season. What you got, Colby?
Yeah, guys, well, rivalries always bring a different type of energy, but especially when both teams are good. Franklin County undefeated on the year, and Western Hills with just 2 losses, so a good game was expected. Well, the Flyers' message before the game was no more talk, it's personal, and that's how they started on special teams. Western Hills looks to punt. The ball is kicked off its own team, and here comes junior Jacob Taylor with the recovery. Powers through one defender to find the end zone. What a play to start this game off. The Flyers, 2-point conversion after this is good, and they go up 8-0 early in the first. And that's one way to start off against your rival. This game, all Franklin County. They force the fumble in the first offensive possession. It's Christian Moore making defenders miss. His teammates keep making blocks. He gives everyone a little wave as he enters the end zone. Flyers extend the lead 15-0. They just wouldn't look back after this dominating Western Hills 59-0 to remain undefeated. All right, well, here's a look at the 4A standings and where the Flyers stand, this not including tonight's game. We've got Paducah-Tillman sitting at the top 4-0. They're really tied with Franklin County, both 4-0 in district and 8-0. Now Franklin County 9-0 on the season, followed by Boyle County. We know the powerhouse that they are. And right under the Flyers, there's Corbin and Ashland Blazer. I can see Franklin County having to take on Boyle County in the Class 4A playoffs, which, as we know, would be tough. Well, it was senior night for Bryan Station right here in Lexington, hosting Madison Central in a crucial Region 8 game. We start early in this one. It's Kaylin Washington finding the open lane, shout out the O-line, and finding the end zone from 30 yards out. No surprise there from Washington. And if we had a celebration of the week, well, that is certainly it right there. Central, though, is going to respond. Bryant Mathis fakes the run, and Carson Hertz finds an open Nathan Ogle in the end zone to tie it up at 7. Kaylin Washington and the defenders, though, are going to be too much for Madison Central in this one. And despite the fight from the Indians, the defenders get its 5th win in 6 weeks, 14-10. This was a big win for Bryan Station. They won 4 straight weeks before falling to Douglas last Saturday, but the defenders put themselves right back in the win column as playoffs get closer and closer. Michael and Jordan, Bryan Station started off this season with 3 straight losses, so they changed its season around. Great stuff from Philip Hawkins and his group.
Yeah, and going back to Boyle County, I know they're 3rd in RPI, as you mentioned, Colby. They're clearly number 1. They're clearly the team to beat in Class 4A. It's funny how the RPI works out, and it actually hurt Boyle a couple years ago having to have a road playoff game early in the playoffs because that determines home games. But as Colby said, Franklin's certainly up there as one of the top teams, which is exciting for Coach Eddie James. You caught up with him in our Inside Access segment last week.
Great guy, great energy from the team.
He looks just like Luke Combs, which I said earlier. He's like big guy's got the beard, and he's a
I didn't see that until you just mentioned it. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Bryan Station, a great win for them. The team they lost to last week was Frederick Douglass, and they were in action tonight over at GRC, another all-Lexington showdown. Both teams looking for some momentum ahead of the postseason. Broncos on the move, and it's Jackson Strotman with the pump fake, and he's going to take off, weaving his way through the middle of the defense for a pretty nice gain. So that will move the chains, and it sets up the Broncos in the end zone. And it's going to be Peyton Smith. The do-it-all back is going to bust it to the outside, and nobody's going to catch him. Mike, number 23, moving like MJ out there. The Broncos win their 3rd straight with a 35-0 win, and they have a big-time matchup. Could be our game of the week against Boyle County next week.
That is going to be a fantastic game. We have seen that at the end of the regular season last year. I think it might have been 2 years ago as well. Always, I mean, those are 2 powers. 2 recent state champs. Should be a lot of fun. All right, well, this was an awesome Inside Access segment for me this week. A big shout out to Coach Wes Johnson over Dunbar. They had senior night festivities, so had to go in there a little early. He let me in the locker room a little bit early and had some good, powerful messages to send out the senior class the right way. Let's take a listen.
All right, here we go. Hey, listen. Senior, stand up real quick. Senior, stand up real quick. Hey, we got our crosstown rival, and your last game on the field. There's really nothing else that needs to be said. Be motivated to get out there and do what we need to do. Everybody that's sitting down will be there one day, and you will be counting on the guys sitting down to help you do that. Okay? Don't be the reason that these guys don't walk away tonight with a win. Okay? We know what to do. We know who to do it to. All right? Let's go, seniors. Let's go.
Don't be the reason these guys don't go home with a win, man. I love that message. They're having a lot of fun pregame, but look at Coach Lawson over there on the Lafayette side. Look at him staring him down, looking ominous.
God.
But then he's like, no. Hey, props to you guys. You kind of looking like LeBron in Game 6 in Boston. Like, oh, he's ready to crush their dreams on senior night. But Dunbar with a strong start, a good run by Pacifique Nduwayo. Big rushing touchdown early on the first drive to take a 7-0 lead, but the Generals would respond. Quarterback Ransom Payton to Tristan Taylor. He gets a huge gain and then hitting Harrison Stevens out on the outside. Nobody touches him, just a freshman. Gets a big touchdown to respond, and Lafayette would roll from there 38-22, spoiling Dunbar's senior day, and another win for Lafayette, man. Impressive stuff.
Looked like Coach Lawson got that energy to his team as well.
He did, that's for sure. All right, coming up here on Home Team Friday Nights, we got more city games to get to elsewhere in the city. A Class 5A power, Woodford County. Man, we got some good ones, so stay tuned here on Home Team Friday Nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
We're the Mercer County Student Section, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
The
Great
Buc-ee's hat, that was good.
He had some energy. We're going to see him soon on the Home Team Hype Award. Mercer County really brought it. So they are certainly one of the top, if not the top nominee. But we got another one tonight to show you later, so stay tuned. All right. Well, LCA is a good team in Class 2A, Jordan. We've been talking about them not a lot this season, but they're still rolling.
Yeah, they got a game tonight against Washington County, so let's get straight into the highlights in this one. Lexington Christian riding a 5-game winning streak. You heard us right, 5. Yeah. Keeping the momentum going, looking to at least, against Washington County. The Eagles came out determined to tote the rock. Look what they do on this first drive, folks, and it's Hunter Adams. Pancake clears the way, and we have a touchdown for Paxton Gray. 6-0 LCA. After another Eagles touchdown, Washington County is going to fall behind the sticks, and they have to punt it out of their own end zone, and that's where Jackson Tillo on the receiving end, and he's going to jog his way into the end zone. A little special teams study for you as LCA takes this one. 52-7 is your final score, folks.
Absolutely rolling, and I want to talk more about Coach Charles' team because I feel like that we haven't talked about them a lot. As I said, they had a tough start to the season, but they always schedule tough. They beat Pikeville, the 1A power, and then they roll, obviously, here in district play. A fun fact, Jordan, this matchup was the very first game I covered when I first got here 3 years ago.
Way back in the day.
I drove out to Washington County where LCA rolled over them, and I was kind of just like, why did I go cover that game? But it was an interesting start when we hadn't launched yet as a station, and me, Mitch Brown, Nicole Hutchison were just out there going and getting games. So that was a lot of fun, but I like Coach Charles' team, man.
Yeah.
I like their quarterback. I like everything that they're doing.
6 in a row. You mentioned the tough start. 2 undefeated teams they played. They played Franklin County and they played Boyle County. Pretty much every team in the state would lose to them too, and they've won every game since. So this team should go right up to the top, should hopefully make a playoff run. So they'll be a dangerous one in the next couple weeks.
Playing Boyle is very tough. Yeah, that's for sure. They got Raceland next week, and then gonna probably get pretty far in the Class 2A playoffs. Try to get back to Kroger Field. All right, let's roll on. Tates Creek taking on Henry Clay. Quarterback Darnell Burnside Jr. Jordan, you featured him on our Student Athlete of the Week segment. He's been throwing dimes all season, looking for his wideout over the middle, but all he finds is Luke DiNardo. Huge interception for the Blue Devils. Then just a few plays later, Keontae Edwards rolls out right and finds DiNardo out there in the back of the end zone. How about that for a touchdown? Scoring the first points of the game, first 10 points, but Tates Creek would come back in this one winning 38-25. So tough for the Blue Devils. Thought they could have got that win, but not tonight. All right, moving on to Woodford County, an absolutely fantastic team. Just one loss on the season for Coach Dennis Johnson's squad. Anderson County's showing up, though, man. Yeah. Halloween time. You love to see that. Justice Wertzler, we talked about him a lot on the show as well. Man, Jalen Johnson, toe taps. You only need 1 foot in high school football, Jordan. And he got that in. Nice play there. Eli Castle, though, a nice response for Anderson County getting the QB sneak. So they respond there. This game was 14-13, I believe, at the start. And Woodford, Dennis Johnson is telling his team, man, embarrassing that they gave up that score. So what do? Next play down, a big-time interception from Jordan Holman, picking off Anderson County. Then later, just before halftime, another huge defensive play from the Yellow Jackets. Thurman Wade, it looked like the running back and quarterback kind of collided. Yeah. The ball ends up on the ground. Thurman Wade takes it. Man, that looked like 85 yards at least to the crib. A huge score before half to jump into halftime with a lot of momentum and getting a win, another win, 50-19, your final score.
Yeah, great crossing. Was also in action tonight, hosting Campbell County at home. They're up 32-13 in the second quarter. Luke Ballard, we know this guy. He receives the handoff, and you can kiss him goodbye, folks, as he toe taps his way down the sideline. Number 8 is a grown man out there, folks, as the Warhawks extend their lead 39-13 with 3 minutes left until the half. Great crossings. Defense making plays as well. Campbell County thought they had a touchdown, but 13 says not so fast. Great play there from Jacob Johnson as the Warhawks completely dominate in this one at home. 60-25 is your final score, folks.
Big win for them after starting the season 4-0, right? They've lost some games here. Big win for them to try to get some momentum going into the regular season finale next week. A couple more scores for you. Bourbon County losing to Floyd Memorial 42-14. And Frankfort, they've got a couple solid wins this season. Nice to see them get another one here for the Panthers, 41-6 over Berea.
Another team with a lot of solid wins is Boyle County.
Yeah, they just rack them up.
55-0 over Wayne County. And then Pulaski, 43-7 against Southwestern. So a good win there from the Maroons, a lot of points.
Yeah, all right, let's roll on. We got our Blitz Block coming up, rolling through a few more games, and we have our plays of the week later on. Stay tuned here on Home Team Friday Nights.
We're the Lafayette Cheerleaders, and you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights.
We're the Garrett County Student Section. You're watching Home Team Friday Night.
All right, welcome into our Blitz Block, folks. West Jess was hosting Madison Southern tonight, and the Eagles were leading 20-7 until Courts quarterback Gabriel Smith called his own number and boom, 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 powers his way into the end zone. Things got a little chippy after that one, a little late hit, but both teams went to the respective sidelines.
Extracurricular activity. What's going on?
Next possession, Southern is looking for the answer, and they would find it. Tristan Brown. Look at the acceleration. Once he found the hole, number 24 is pretty good, folks. When the clock hit triple zeros, though, it was Madison Southern 47, West Jess 14. Montgomery County squared off with East Jess tonight, just down the road. We start with the Indians, and they're going to be on the attack first. And it's a hard play action, Mike, and it faked me out. I'm sorry, folks. It was just so good. 14 got me.
That's good.
But Jacob Gum drops it in the bucket to Cole Hartgrove, and it's a pretty nice touchdown there.
Nice ball follow.
Thank you. It's 8-0 Moco after the made 2-point conversion. So the Indians have a chance to score again to extend their lead close in the end zone. It was 4th and goal, but it's picked off by Bates Davenport, number 15, showing the athleticism as well on a nice little return. Montgomery County, though, heads home with a 29-6 victory in this one, Michael.
All right, good stuff. Let's roll on with Garrett County at Mercer County, Alvis Johnson Field, the late, great Alvis Johnson. Solid game here in the second half. Cornelius Mapp dropping back, hits Jacob Sanford, and there was a coach on the sideline yelling, Travis Kelsey, man. That was a heck of a play.
He looks like he ate Travis Kelsey.
Oh, my God. Big fella, but heck of a play to get down to the 1-yard line. Then they punch it in with Braden Bauman. A huge touchdown, I believe 7-7 at this point. So they jump ahead 14-7. Garrett County, the Golden Lions responding. Justin Parsons dropping back, hits Jaden Newcomb. for a big first down. They took a long drive down the field, Jordan, just trying to punch it in and respond. Flip to the fourth quarter. They flip sides. A beautiful play here. Oh, but
that was a nice ball follow.
A little too far. Thank you. I was hoping that would have been caught just for the play, but the Mercer County Titans are happy that ball is not caught. A turnover on downs, and the Titans win a close one, 16-14 over Garrett County.
All right, out at Central College where the
Center College.
Sorry. For the Rockcastle County Rockets, we're taking on Knox Central. The Panthers in some district action. The Panthers trying to set the tone early with an onside kick. I take it back, and it's going to be returned. Here's the fumble. I knew something good was coming, folks. Hubbard lowers the boom on the return man, so they pick up the fumble. Old-fashioned onside kick, I guess you can say. Nathan Dunn, though, with the turnover. Then the Panthers looking for a quick start as Gavin Jordan with a beautiful pass right into your living room, folks, into the arms of Dunn in the back of the end zone for the score. But the Rockets were able to grind the Panthers down in this one, and they get the win over their rivals, 38-6.
Yeah, they had a home team kickoff there this morning. The stadium currently under some construction, so nice of Center College to let them hang out there for a little while. All right, Lexington Catholic responding with a couple wins here late in the season after a brutal start, 57-0 over Pendleton County. So nice showing here in district play. And yeah, Chad Pennington's squad, he continues to do this. 49-6, they are still undefeated, I believe.
They
Jordan,
probably average like 49 or 50 a game.
They are unbelievable and should be a team to watch in Class A.
Yeah, and then Taylor County with a 36-10 win over Lincoln County. And Somerset, 55 as Leslie County only put up 13 in that one, folks.
All right, we got our plays of the week. We had some good ones that you guys are going to vote on after the break. Stay tuned.
From Fox 56 Sports, you're watching Home Team Friday nights.
Welcome back. Our voting numbers, I've said it multiple times this year, they've been up. With this in our third season, full season of Home Team Friday Nights, and we have had some great voting numbers. We appreciate you guys voting. Now you're going to vote on some pretty good ones here. Play number one. Now, Jordan, as I said earlier, this kid, he wants to eventually get in the NFL where he needs 2 feet. He only needed that 1 foot, and a fantastic job at that. Nice throw from Justice Wertzler to Jalen Johnson. Oh, and he just tips it and watch it again. He just got one, and that's all you need, Jordan. Big touchdown for the Yellow Jackets and a big win.
All right. Well, play number 2 is Gavin Jordan with an absolute dot to his man, Nathan Dan, in the back of the end zone. We just saw it.
Nice catch.
For Knox Central. They didn't win this one, Michael, but the play was still pretty as he came in right on our camera. Chloe, what do you have?
Yep, well, for play 3, we have to see this again from earlier. Franklin County's Jacob Taylor on the block punt recovery touchdown. I mean, he had a little help from Western Hills defenders, but what a way to start off the game against your rival.
Was that a butt fumble punt, Colby?
Sure was. Well, hey, you just saw that one. So here is your chance to vote. You can scan that QR code right there on your screen. Voting closes Tuesday at 5:00 p.m. and the winner is announced Tuesday at 6:30. Michael, you just said those votes were going up.
Yeah, they have that. And I kind of want to take another look at that play. That was kind of weird. He punted it into.
I'm gonna be honest. I might vote for 3 this week. That was pretty good.
This is what I've been waiting for.
I'm voting for Woodford County. That was a heck of a catch. All right, our home team hype award. I think this week was kind of a breakthrough for me since I've been talking to these student sections. This week, they were catching on. They understand what this home team hype award is. We've been talking about it all season. We are picking the best student section in Central Kentucky. We know we talk to all of you guys and you give us, oh, you were the Woodford County student section, you're watching Home Team Friday Nights. But now we want to take it a step further. We want to see which of you guys want the home team hype award the most. Paul Orange Dunbar had a solid student section here on senior night, and they wanted the home team hype award. Let's see what kind of energy they brought.
Hey, Fox 56, we want the home team hype award because we got the hype! 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 We got the hype!
Little mascot action.
Yeah, they were all right. I'd like to see the mascot in there.
Pink, I like it.
Yeah, right, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, of course. And I'll tell you what, Mercer County, they brought it. So next week, I'm excited to show you guys this Mercer County student section performance. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think they are probably the favorites right now, in my opinion, for the win. They brought it. So if you want to see them, tune in next week.
You know what that means? He's calling you out. You student sections out there, Michael Epps says Mercer County's the #1.
Man.
He said it, not me. You got to step up your game.
Well, the anticipation's real for me, so I'll be ready.
We'll see if their turnout will be just as good in the playoffs. It will get chilly at some point, but these are playoff games. We know we're going to get some packed stadiums, some home playoff games for Boyle and Douglas and Bryan Station probably for a couple games. Scott County clinches a home playoff game after South Oldham loses. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but we still got one more week of the regular season. What are you guys excited for?
I think I'm excited for Boyle County Frederick Douglass. That is going to be our game of the week. I will be at those schools previewing that. So you got to go down with one of the best showdowns. So I think I'm excited about that.
I'm looking forward to maybe some district championships. I know maybe some are kind of pretty obvious right now, but one more week to play. See how the standings turn out. I think you get a district championship banner. I'm pretty sure in football.
In the gym, do you? I don't know. Well, probably if you have a bunch, then they'll just add
something like that. So it's something to add to the collection, and it certainly means something. I'm sure they get a small little trophy as well.
It's one of their off-season goals in July when the dead period ends, and they put those pads on and get ready to go out there and make their dreams come true. We should see how it goes. All right, Michael Epps, Colby Wilson, Jordan Adams. Colby's done a great job with Game of the Week this year. Obviously, Franklin Western Hills was awesome, but Frederick Douglass, Boyle County. Tune in for her pregame report on Friday night at 6:30 on Fox 56, and then we'll show you the highlights here next Friday night. But that is it for us, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend.